G'day guys, it's Roscoe here. ABC Network recently began a campaign targeting young children to teach them all about white privilege.
What's this? It's the privilege bridge. What's that? It's a metaphor for explaining how some people have advantages and opportunities granted to them just because how they were born. Whoa, that's a lot to take in. I know. So let's begin. Here are two people trying to cross this stream. It's a raging rapid called the River of Dreams. Okay, so how did they get across? Good question. Let's start with Ross. Ross is a male and he's straight and wealthy. He's in his mid-40s and he's rather healthy. He's white and was born in a peaceful nation, so Ross gets to use teleportation. Whoa, that was super easy. Yup, now let's take a look at Stevie. Stevie is a refugee. Born in a country that she had to flee. She doesn't speak English and she's not well off, so Stevie has to swim and now she's got a cough. But wait, I mean that's not fair. How come Ross got a free ride there?
Free? Do you have any idea how much teleportation costs, bitch?
Privilege. He was born with advantage, unearned gifts that his life was granted. He might not even think about his inbuilt perks, but that's just the way that privilege works.
I agree. Stevie will have less privileges than me. You know why? Because she just came to Australia. She doesn't know how to speak English. She's a refugee. She's not a citizen. So, of course, that's just common knowledge that she's not going to have the same privilege as me. Is that because I'm white? No. It's because she's a refugee. My Asian neighbour, does he have less privileges than me? My black African friend from down the street, who's a citizen of Australia, does he have any less privileges than me? Do any Australian citizens of colour, do they have any less privilege than me? There is no white privilege. That brings us to this.
But first tonight, the contentious new code telling nurses to say sorry for being white when treating their Indigenous patients. And as Yazdedovich reports, even some Aboriginal leaders have described it as potentially damaging.
According to how the code is written, the white nurse would come in and say, before I deal with you, I have to acknowledge to you that I have certain privileges that you don't have.
What we've got is a bunch of do-gooders who think that this is actually going to help people, where in reality it's only dividing society.
The code says that I must tell you that they come about because of my whiteness, and your disadvantage becomes because of your blackness. Nurses are very caring people. They're always respectful. It's in their genes. I mean, this is the thing that's so outrageous, because the fundamental presumption of this code is that nurses are currently racist.
As to is Garth Dodd, the Executive Officer of the Council of Aboriginal Elders, who fears these kind of demands will work against equality.
In reality, it's only dividing society. It's only dividing society.
I challenge anyone, and I mean anyone, any race, any colour, I challenge you to explain how a person of colour, explain to me how they have any less privileges than me. I challenge anyone to tell me. Not just say the word white privilege. And do not use refugees as an example or an argument. Refugees obviously have less privileges because they just came to Australia. And if you really think about it, non-white Australians, we have that slightly bit more privilege than what white Australians do. If you really think about it. Again, I challenge anyone. Anyone in the government, anyone from the far left, anyone. Bring it on. Give me a factual argument as to why there is such a thing as white privilege in Australia. I dare you.